we're going to learn about eclipses. On Earth, we can experience two types of eclipses, solar eclipses and lunar eclipses. Now, I'm going to tell you why eclipses happen. Eclipses happen when the sun, moon, and earth align in a straight line and the moon casts a shadow on the earth or the earth casts a shadow on the moon. Let me show you that. See, you can see a shadow has been casted over here. And then the moon is going into the earth's shadow. There are two places in a shadow, the penumbra and the umbra. The penumbra is the place where you can see a partial eclipse, and the umbra is the place you can see an annular or total eclipse. A total eclipse happened on April 8th of 2024. Many Americans got to see it, and it started in Mexico. Here's the penumbra, or every people on this side, everyone in the shadow can see an eclipse. People over here can't see the eclipse. Slowly the eclipse went up, and right about here was the peak of the eclipse, 4 minutes and 15 seconds of totality. Totality is when the moon completely covers the sun. So that's a solar eclipse. Now, what's a lunar eclipse? When the moon goes into the earth shadow. A lunar eclipse will happen on 18th September 2024. It's a partial eclipse. And that partial eclipse, we only have 304 days left. The moon will go into the penumbra and not in the umbra. So we get a partial eclipse. But for India, in 2025, we're going to have a total lunar eclipse when the moon will completely go into the umbra and the moon will turn red. Now I will say, why does the moon turn red during a lunar eclipse? The sun's rays are white, and white includes all the colors in the light spectrum, and the sphere scatters all those colors, leaving the color with the longest wavelength red. And when that red light passes through the Earth's atmosphere, it reaches the moon, bounces back, comes to our eyes, and we see the moon as red. Now, I'm going to show you what an eclipse will look like from the perspective of Earth. I'm going to show you. Now, say this is the moon. Now I'm going to show you what the partial eclipse is. The moon is going to partially cover the sun. And there's also another type of eclipse. An annular eclipse is when the moon leaves a ring of fire around the sun. So you can see a ring of fire. You cannot clearly see it here. I'm going to put a picture of here. Here's a partial eclipse, and here's an annular eclipse. You saw the partial eclipse, now see the annular eclipse. Now here's the real one over here. Now I can't really see it. Now I'm going to show you how a total eclipse looks like. This is what a total eclipse looks like. The moon is totally covered by the sun. So I'm going to put a picture of a total eclipse. See that? Now we can see some white light coming from that. That is the corona of the sun. The corona is the outer layer of the sun, which is mostly blocked by the brightness of it. Now, while you're seeing a solar eclipse, you shall never see it directly, or you'll go blind, and you'll see a dark spot in the middle where the sun was, where you saw it. Only when the moon is totally covered by the sun during a total eclipse, you can see the sun with your glasses off. Even during an annular eclipse, partial eclipse, even during a 99.9% eclipse, you should not see it. Especially during the diamond ring. It's a flash of light. It may burn your eye. Okay, now I'm going to show you why lunar eclipses happen. Now I'm going to see moon is going into the Earth's umbra. It's in the penumbra. Now the whole side of this Earth will see an eclipse, any sort of eclipse, a total eclipse or a partial eclipse. There is no annular eclipse for lunar eclipses. And when the moon will pass into the umbra, all of the people in this side will get to see a total lunar eclipse and the moon will turn red. But the people who are like here, they'll see a partial eclipse when the moon is slightly covered but not fully covered. Now, you'll be asking, why doesn't an eclipse happen every month? When a new moon, when the moon will be at the center, and the full moon, when the Earth will be at the center, why doesn't it happen every month? Because the moon's orbit is tilted by 5 degrees. You can see it does not cast any shadow on the Earth if it's tilted by 5 degrees. Even though it's a little bit, it's still a lot. And also, the scale we're showing you is actually off. The Earth should be 20 feet away from this. So you can see there's no shadow. So these are the basics of eclipses. Predicting eclipses are very hard, and it's called something like the three-body problem. The three-body problem is a specific problem by Newton, but it's too complex for now. Now, predicting eclipses, there's one method you can use, Saros. A total eclipse happens every 5,585 days and 8 hours. And that's a rough estimate. Now, these are the basics of eclipses. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. Thank you.